2009, it was the Johnson County Sheriff's Office that named Alice Zerlin's newborn baby girl. Zerlin never named the little Jane Doe. A jury ruled the mother suffocated the baby and put her in the basement refrigerator of Zerlin's parents' home.
Since then,
child abuse prevention advocates say if more mothers knew about the safe haven laws, there might be fewer stories like Zerlin's.
If we work as a community, we, I think, can save lives of children. If we just save one child, it's worth it.
Which is why he was stunned when, after every other fire station, police department, and hospital readily displayed the safe haven signs and agreed to educate the public on the issue, the Kansas City, Missouri Fire Department said no, and has for years.
Looked at it as like, well, that's a liability, and we could get sued over that.
It's problematic for fear that somebody would relinquish their baby to the at the fire station. God forbid somebody wasn't there, and and that happens quite a bit.
Firefighters at Station 22 in Prairie Village said they too had the same worry. If a child were left with no one around, they could be held responsible. But they agreed to do what the law suggested anyway, because he says firefighters make a living
helping people, yeah.
Late today, Kansas City's new fire chief says he is willing to post the signs for a service his firefighters are already trained to do, if the signs explain a child must be given to a specific person, not a place.
That's all we're saying is put it in our hands instead of on the doorstep.
A move in 2009 that would have not only saved a baby, but her mother, too.
Now, just a few hours ago, the Kansas City Fire Chief told me now he expects a change in policy very soon. That is, if those signs specifically describe on-duty firefighters, on-duty police officers, and EMTs that would be allowed to take an abandoned child. We'll let you know when all of this change happens. Amy Holly, 41 News.
Well, every state has some type of safe haven law, but they vary. In Missouri, a parent will not be prosecuted for abandoning a child up to 5 days old so long as that child is left with a hospital employee, firefighter, EMT, or a police officer. Well, after that, a parent could still drop off a baby for up to 1 year, but they would have to defend themselves after those first 5 days. Well, just yesterday, State Senator Ron Silvey filed a bill that would make Missouri law like the Kansas one, and that is where parents can abandon a child for up to 45 days without fear of prosecution.